Okay, good morning everybody. You asked for a video of the garden, so I'm going to do a little short one here. You can see there's a huge amount that's changed since this time last year. Amongst them is this critter here. We have Jolly, who seems to be my shadow the entire time. Well, might he be black. Going along this little wiggly path, you see I planted some beans. Some of these beautiful, really dark poppies here. Oh, and as if by cue, along comes a bumblebee. And a rhododendron, not only tiny but in full flower. Here we have the medlar tree here, and in the background there's a vine just beginning to grow. It's growing much better this time than last time. Here we have my niece's jasmine, which is growing beautifully there. Another fantastically beautiful poppy growing just here. This wonderful thing. And full of bees and also hoverflies and other things like that, which have come all the way from the beehive that is just here. And bees, I don't know if you can see, but they are, I'll try and get a bit more onto them. I see them coming and going. I'm hyperallergic to bees, but as long as I'm sensible and don't move too fast, I'll be okay. So busy being sick for some reason. Anyway, there we are. And that beautiful Philadelphus above it. A nice patch of weeds, which still needs to be done. And that is how the entire garden was at one point. Moving quickly along, you can see there's a this is a what is a damson tree here, and I forgot to mention back there's a very small growing greengage. Up here we've got the thornless blackberry, and on this elder, which is very good for wildlife, you can see the most incredible number of black fly growing on it. That will only attract all sorts of other things like the blue tits and others there. Next year's blackberries are growing really well. And here we have the more productive side. There's some courgettes, globe artichokes, various other things like rhubarb and various types of berries, and Prankster sitting there in the corner. He's fine. He and the dog get on fairly well now. He's pretty disgusted by having a dog, but there we go. And Jerusalem artichokes, a small plum tree which is growing really nicely, and a bit of blossom on it this year, but I picked the fruits off to make sure that all the effort went into growing this time round, and it seems to be growing really nicely. As you can see, that's where the growing start was, up to there. Our fantastic wildlife pile of sticks, which will be full of insects and probably hiding hedgehogs and other things underneath there. We've got some more beans growing away here. The slugs have been doing their job on one of them. On two of them I noticed, never mind. I'm not going to kill them off. They have a right to be here like I do. And then coming round, the borders over here, the bees drink out of this bowl of water very much, and a whole series of lovely things. This Paula gave me, and I think that is just swell. Yes, of course it's a type of hardy fuchsia. Nice ladybird on that flower, and a small oat which I thought had died off, but clearly it did not. These super little daisies down here, rather big daisies, but they're doing spectacularly well. I really like those. I'm going to divide those up and have more of that. Cosmos daisies, lavender, campanulas of different sorts, roses, marjorams, more. There's a small damselfly flying around just there, and others spectacularly beautiful poppies. They're everywhere, and one of my favourite plants, it's called hot lips, and you can see why. It's a wonderful little plant. Flowers and flowers and flowers all the way through the entire year. Even in midwinter it had the odd flower on it. Coming around, some nice hostas and things. One of the pots being looked at by the dog, or rather scorned by the dog. But look at this. Da, da, da. We have now a pond, which I'm delighted to tell you is going murky, which is exactly what I hoped it would do. And down there in the depths it'll be very dark. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. It's quite a lot of the water has already evaporated, so I need to get more. And then over here we have the wildlife part. Again, growing very well. Frankie won't be able to do that for much longer because the liner is going to be put in sometime this week. And some of the wonderful grasses that are growing up here, but before then, these wonderful digitalis here. I really like those. And another damselfly, the lickness, of course. This again was a gift from, it was sent by Paula, a tiny little plant at the time. And look at it now, it's incredible. And that damselfly busying itself just there. Along with many other things actually. Put some flowers in, no time at all sorts of things turn up. These were just tiny little, oh, there are loads and loads of damselflies around here. How strange. Maybe they've been attracted by the flowers, but yeah, aren't they wonderful? I think those are beautiful, very bright. But this is one of my favourite plants. There we go. I was looking at all the grasses growing away yesterday. I was sitting in this seat. It's a nice place to be. You see where the cat goes through the grass through here. Yet more damselflies and things along here. And the way that they wave and move in the wind is just so attractive. We ought to grow more long grass. It's very ordinary everyday grass. There's different types of purs and agrostis and festucas and things like that. I think they're lovely. I love the mixture of them, all those different little seed heads. It makes me see more clearly if you come down here. You don't need to do this, Ollie. I'm sure that I must be hiding a bone or something just here. The hump, Arthur's hump, I always think of it as, is now beginning to grow rather nicely with some ferns coming up, which will be good. The strawberries are still growing very well that Natalia sent me, Natasha, Nikita, which was very good. And over here, let's have a look at I love these things, these house leeks. They're really pretty and they're about to flower. Aren't they gorgeous? And oh, that's where Ollie has put his ball. And the other pot's full over here. And then this is another little wild area. I just find that gorgeous. Fantastic, really is beautiful. Anyway, there we go. So there's another little look at it from this way. I hope you didn't find that too dull. But I'm considering it's just about a year since we moved in. I have to say that I'm quite pleased with the result. God bless you and keep you. Have a really beautiful day. Bye bye.